Hello, hello. Happy Taco Tuesday. At least that's what we're having. Hi guys, when you jump on, say hello so I know who's here. If I have my red button, you are live so you can talk to me. And if I don't have my red button, you're catching the replay. So go ahead and leave me a comment and tell me you were here. Tell me what you think. Look guys, look what I did. Do you notice? Can you read? I have put my words together so now you can see me the correct way. So what I did was, apparently it was my Facebook app that wasn't allowing me to do that. So I uninstalled and then I installed it back, and now Facebook looks totally different for me. So apparently I have missed some updates. So here we are and we're normal again and it looks better. Hi, welcome. Okay, so tonight you guys, end of the school year is coming, and a lot of you do appreciation gifts for teachers. So that is what we're going to work on. I'm gonna kind of unveil what we're doing with it. Hi, Nicole. So basically we are using something very, very strange to make our teacher gift, and I will show you guys. You guys are gonna love this, right? So, you know how yesterday I was talking to you about to look at Five Below and keep your eyes open and see what you can find to turn into something else? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're going to use for tonight's craft. This is a rug, and you guys may have seen these before. I don't know if you have. They have them in all kinds of styles. They have them at Walmart. They have them at Five Below. They have them, I've seen them even at Dollar Tree, different colors. This is what they look like. So I'm gonna just kind of show you what they look like. I still have to get used to the new camera though. Look at me, I'm all twisted around. That is what we're going to use for tonight's craft. So basically what you want to do is we're going to actually pull apart this rug. We're going to pull apart this rug, and that gives us all of these. That gives you all of these strips of, basically I picked out the denim jeans one. So that's what we're going to be working with tonight. Hot glue. We are going to have a few embellishments that we'll do at the end, and I'll show you guys those. And our glue gun. So hopefully I have enough glue sticks to do this. I did actually do one. So basically what we are going to do is we're just going to make like a little pencil holder, or, and I'm sorry if some of you guys think this is lame, but this was the idea that I kind of just came up with, and we'll do more. But I think if you make this more personable toward your teacher or whatever you think is going, like whatever style they like, I think this will be really cute. So what I did was I just put some pencils in here to show you. You guys are endless with the possibilities. Obviously, a lot of you all, if you have kids, you get the teacher like a gift card at the end of the year for like Dunkin' Donuts or Target or something that they're going to enjoy. So you can enclose that in here as well. You could wrap it up in like a little cellophane bag and put a little bow and a tag on it. I'm just going to show you the basics. We'll go over some more teacher things later. But basically what I did was we just ripped up the jeans, and we're going to use our can that we use left over from and recycle from our vegetables. So this was like a few days ago. We had some veggies and I cleaned them out, and that's what we're going to use tonight. So that's what we're going to do. And I just printed, I kind of just designed this little tag just so you guys can see it. And it's just a little thank you tag. So you guys can obviously put the teacher's name on it, get some more information from the teacher, what they like, what they don't like. That is actually a really good thing to do at the beginning of the year. When they say, hey, if you guys have any questions, get to know your teachers. Find out what they like. Find out, what do they call it? Their, gosh, I can't remember the name of it. Their weaknesses. That's the word I was looking for, guys. That was the word I was looking for. So find out what their weaknesses, if they like Chick-fil-A, if they like McDonald's, if they like Dunkin' Donuts, get their favorite gift card and have it ready for the end of the year. Or you can get a bunch throughout the year and just give them a whole stack. They love that too, I'm sure. Because Lord knows they're probably not paid correctly. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do is we are not going to do a lot of measuring, but I will tell you, you want to kind of eyeball it and kind of see. And I actually made this one with different, these are not my good scissors. These are my good scissors, so we're going to switch this out. I just made these with different types of colored jeans because you guys know that there's different washes all the time. So if you guys see, I kind of characterize it different, so it's all very different toned. And this one was actually in there, guys. I didn't add this. I just decided to use this one at the top for like the embellishment at the top. And I'll show you what we're gonna do at the top too. But it's super, super easy. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Basically, you wanna take your can. You could go put it upside down at first. And then you just wanna kind of measure around the can. And you just want the two pieces just overlapping a little bit. So that's all you have to do on that. So we're gonna go ahead and cut. I made this one not that long ago. So then we're gonna try to use, let's use a darker color this time. And basically what you wanna do is you're gonna cut off, I think I wanna say about 10 strips. So there are so many strips in a rug, you guys, and the rug was $5. So you could probably do this for all of the teachers. I know especially the middle school kids, I don't know about you guys, but my kids in middle school had like 8 different teachers. So you could probably do them for like all of the teachers. And have the little kid, you know, write a note, or they don't have to be little, but have the kids write a note, you know, thanking the teacher. You know, that would be really, really sweet at the end of the year. And they will find a place for this because even if it doesn't go on their desk, they definitely need those supplies in the classroom. This one is a little wonky, but we'll go ahead and cut that off. So you never know what you're gonna get in these rugs, guys. I've seen them in cream color, which would be really, really pretty and modern. I've seen them in like a leather material, and then I've seen them with all different colors, black and white. The black and white ones remind me of the Mangolias, the Mangolia brand with Joanna Gaines, I think. If you guys are into that or into her, I think a cute black and white one would be very classic and would probably go with anything in the classroom. So I would definitely look into that one. Those I've seen at Walmart. I've seen those. I think it's the Better Home in the Garden ones. And then these jeans, you guys, they have, I don't know where they get the materials to make these, but this is kind of cute to even include, like an extra like little stitch right there. It looks very jeans material. So we'll probably go ahead and pull that one around. Actually, I'm not sure. I'll cut the flap off so it doesn't look so funky. But yeah, there are thick jeans and there's thin jeans in here. I still don't like the way that looks. So there's all kinds, you guys, all kinds. So that's what we're gonna do. And I don't think this took me very long. I think it maybe took me like 10 minutes to make it. So it's definitely a little project, but it'll keep you busy for a little while, and it's not too lengthy. It's not too long of time. All right, and then I want to use like a wash, like this. This is a different type of wash, so I'm going to use that one, and we'll see. I think I'm going to start gluing them on, and then we'll see how much more we need. So let's go ahead and start with, I think it was, we did this one at the bottom. So basically, you guys, use your finger protectors with this one. I'm using this finger too, so I used a lot. I used basically all 3 of them. So we are going to just basically take our glue and start at the bottom, right at the edge, and do your best with measuring. Now these strips are not perfect, so don't be looking for perfect. And what I would do is I would definitely put the end, leave a little bit of space so you can line up all your ends. So that's what we're going to do here. And then usually if you just apply a little bit of pressure, the jeans will stick to the hot glue, and they're not going anywhere, guys. So you can overlap it and kind of go underneath the can if you want. Depending on how thick the jean is, sometimes the jeans you're really protected already, but I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of tuck it up. If you guys can see what I'm doing, you guys can see, right? I hope you can see. So how's everybody's day? Today was a gorgeous spring day here in Florida. That's where I'm located if you are new. So it's been breezy the last few days, which makes a heck of a difference in Florida with the humidity. So now what you guys want to do is, obviously it's nice and clean at the bottom, right? So you're going to put the next layer on, and I think that's a light one. So I think I'm going to do a darker one now. So what you guys want to do is you kind of want to overlap. I think I want to use this one at the top because it kind of has a fold that we actually want at the top. So I think I'm going to use this one. So you guys want to go ahead and overlap that bottom piece just so you have a nice clean edge. And you can unfold it and do it like this, or you can keep it folded and just kind of give it a little bit of texture. The only thing is you want to go ahead and keep it that raw edge on the side up this whole side, so you're not, unless you want it the other way. That's just what I prefer. That's, you know, what I would tell you to do. So you want to go ahead and line up where you are, or where the seam is. That's the word I was looking for, seam. And then just add a little bit of glue. And then basically wrap it around itself. And you only need to put a little bit of glue here and there. Oops, my glue is not in all the way. There we go. And this is something I believe probably a 5th grader, 6th grader could probably do with no problem. As long as you give them the little finger protectors. And if you're nervous, you can, you know, go ahead and help them. So, like I said, it doesn't take up a bunch of time. And it's something homemade, and the teachers, I think, really appreciate that more so than something store-bought. Because, I don't know, to me, if you get something store-bought, it just means, like, I don't know, if I was a teacher, I'd be like, oh, look, they felt obligated to go buy me something. Where if you make something homemade, that's your work, you know, that is your, you know, what you worked on, and you put effort into something. So to me, I just think it's better. Okay, I'm actually, you guys, I kind of like the darker, so I'm going to go ahead and make a few darker pieces here at the top. And they're different washed, so it looks different. And you just go around the can and just wait until they're a little overlapped, and that's where you would cut it. See how they're different? They're strips. You guys can see okay? Please let me know if you can see okay. I can bring this down too, so if you guys can see what I'm doing. Now I have to get used to this because now you guys are front facing. I'm so glad I fixed that, you guys. So if you're new to my page, or if you've never been here before, I did put our believe sign up here so that you guys can be inspired to do the same things and make it your own. I truly believe that you don't have to have a lot of talent, and you can basically do anything. I try to give you guys, you know, good directions. Hey, Becky, how are you? You're back. Thanks for joining me. We are making, hi, Ginger. Oh, I've got a lot of people on tonight. Hey. We're making our teacher appreciation gifts, and this doesn't necessarily have to be for a teacher. Y'all, if you really love this, make it for your desk at work, you know? You don't necessarily need to do it for a teacher. You could do it for yourself. It's okay to treat yourself. So anyway, what I was saying was that behind me, and you guys notice I'm right side today. I'm so excited. I just did a Facebook update. I'm glad you're doing well. But yes, you could believe in yourself and you can do anything. And that's why I put that behind me. So you guys, that's like gonna be my little motto for you all. So we are just making these whipped up real quick, and I'm just kind of taking it around. And then I did line up my seam a little bit. So I was thinking on different embellishments for this, you guys, and please give me your feedback on what you guys would think, what you think would look cute as a little embellishment on here. I was actually thinking a little bit of lace, and I don't know if I have my lace out or not. Thought I did, but we actually have a couple other things I want to put on. Hey, thanks for joining me. All right. So we're about halfway done, and I only used 3 strips so far. So again, you guys, if you are at, yes, you are. Yes. Oh my gosh, the Grinch. You guys, my mom is Kathy on here, and she loves the Grinch. So she's going to be commenting about the Grinch a lot. So at least you guys know. Yeah, Ginger, rhinestones. So this is, okay, so you guys, for the people that just joined me, I'm showing you. I'm using a carpet, you guys. This is a carpet, and I just tore the end apart, and now I have all these strips. All of these strips of different denims. They're all different, you guys. There's different denims in here. Look, there's some with even paint on them. It's so funny. That would be really cute, too, with some paint splatters. But, Ginger, this one actually came with the rhinestones already. You see that? So I put that toward the top. Isn't that cool? I just pulled it out and I was like, oh, it's got rhinestones. So I went with that one for that particular one. So these are really fun to make, and they're all going to be different. So that is another thing. All right. So I think I'm going to put this one. I'm going to put my raw edge down. I think I'm going to tuck this one a little bit. And we're just going around. And I would layer it a little bit. That kind of looks cute when you layer it. So I don't know about you guys, but I constantly wear jeans. And you could actually use if you can't find the carpet, because I know sometimes things are hard to find in some places. I actually cut this one way too big, so let me cut this real quick. If you cannot find the carpet anywhere, you can use an old pair of jeans, or just pick up a pair at the thrift store that's already like ripped up, or whatever. Pick up a couple pairs if you want the difference between the two tones. You could use your old jeans, or the ones that don't fit you anymore, because I know we all got them. I'm so glad you guys are on and join me. Do you guys like me coming on at 7 better than 8? Is that better for everybody? I know that some people are in different parts of the country, so. Yes, that is a great idea. Oh, for the little kindergarten teachers. Yes, so you guys can get those little alphabet letters from I think they're I've seen them at Dollar Tree. I don't know if they're there all the time, but I think that would be a very cool idea. Very good idea, Ginger. Very good. All right, so this one is more of a darker tone, I think. Ooh, this one's really denim. This is really denim looking. Isn't that one cool? Okay, I'm gonna use this one for the end. And then I'm gonna use that top piece. So we'll go ahead and overlap this just a little bit here. And it's harder, so I will tell you guys, it's harder to rip up the jeans. If you had just regular material, it would be fine. But if you guys are using jeans, like you could literally just like rip it apart. But if you're using the jeans material, some of it is very thick. So it's very hard to rip. But I will say the ripped look is kind of cute. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I have done craft shows and I have sold rag trees. And yes, I'm calling it that, rag trees. The rag trees that I make are like crazy huge great sellers. And I make them out of, I'll tell you the secret. I make them out of these rugs or just whatever materials, material I can find. If it's scrap materials, I can do that too. But I really love the way they come out. They're all very different. And I don't know, it's just, it catches the eye. It's something different. It's something you don't normally see at the store. So I love doing things a little different, and I'm just like that. I'm like that way anyways. I like to be my own person. No one else can be as good as you or let's see, if somebody else tried to be you, they wouldn't succeed because they're not you. I saw a quote somewhere. Ooh, touched the hot glue a little bit. I saw a quote somewhere, and that's where I got that from, but I kind of quoted it wrong, so I'll work on that, guys. I'll work on that. So you, to make it easier, you can actually put it on the fabric, or you can just go ahead and put it on the actual can. I'm just kind of sticking it around right now. And then I'm gonna put one piece at the top, if you guys can see that, because obviously this is a can and we use a can opener, and you want it to be safe, obviously, to put your hand in here. So what I did was, that's why I was kind of saving this piece. What I did was I kind of used that fold, and I folded that piece on the inside of the can. So yes, white and, well, that's what I was thinking. So how about white or cream denim, then glue one of your wood seahorses or turtles and see. Yes, that would be really cute. So you could use that for just, the possibilities on this one, you guys, are endless, just like the flowers. Did you guys see my flower post? Okay, I didn't line up the end on this one, so let me go back and find the end. Here it is. So basically what I did was, and I want to show you, I just kind of tucked that in so that it covers the piece that is like sticking out and would be sharp. So that's what we did with that one. Yes, I actually was thinking, and I put it on the top and I put it on the inside, so. And then you would just go, basically what I'm doing is I'm gluing just maybe like half of it or a third of it at a time. That way you're not struggling and you can line it up better. See, that's really cute. I didn't really line up the top piece, but that's okay. I want you guys to try it and tell me how you like it. That is the goal. That is always the goal. So if you guys know, I did post a picture of somebody else's work. And if you guys try any of my projects, I would love it if you message me, and I will, if with your permission, of course, I will show them and give you credit. I did that with a follower, Ginger, this week. She was making trees out of her grandmother and her mother's old costume jewelry. And they turned out so cute. Speaking of trees, because I was speaking about my trees. But yes, what she's talking about is if you have like the little wooden figures, you could use jute, which it's buried underneath. It's buried underneath my fabric strip. Look at how much fabric strips. You guys can make so much out of this stuff, I'm telling you. I might even try to do a fabric tree or a denim tree. That would be really cute. No, but what I was thinking is I was thinking about putting, and like you can cut up like the loose ends, you guys. I was thinking about putting white lace and giving it sort of like a different look, you know? But you guys, the possibilities are endless with this one. Okay, so here we go. Here is the piece, and if you guys can see on the inside, it's nice and safe. You put your arm in there. Isn't that cute? You put your hand in there and you're not getting cut, because that is basically protecting whoever's using it. So I am going to go ahead and try out my embellishments that I got. So I decided that we are going to do, I got these from the jewelry section at, I believe, Hobby Lobby, and they were half off. You guys, if you've never been in Hobby Lobby has, yes, bling. A button or bling. Yes, you could do both. Definitely bling it up if it's a fancy, you know, teacher. And that's why I say in the beginning of the year, make sure you get to know them so you know what they like and you know their style and stuff. You know, you could even maybe, you know, you could find out these things easily. So when you guys go in the jewelry section at Hobby Lobby, don't forget to keep your mind open, because like I tell you, we made this out of a rug, okay? A freaking rug. This is jewelry pieces. Now, obviously, we're not making jewelry because we don't even know if our teacher wears jewelry, or if they do, you know, I don't know how some of them feel about that. But you guys, we can bling up everything from just little things that we find. Now, I think there was a pack of like 4 of these cute cactuses. I think I got for like $1.99. So they don't necessarily need to go on jewelry. They don't necessarily need to be earrings. I don't really wear earrings, but I take earrings apart and I turn them into necklaces because sometimes I wear that. Or bracelets. And then I found this cute little tassel, and it's got some beads on it. I don't know if you guys can see. My camera's not focusing great. But I'm going to use this as well. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this fishing line, or you could use wire. I think I just decided to go with the fishing line because it was like the easiest. And we're just going to bead our 2 pieces together and tie it around. And that way we have something there, you know, to show, hey, you know, we put thought into this. Especially if, you know, the teacher has, sometimes teachers have like their favorite, and if I have any teachers on here, please chime in. But sometimes they put like their favorite things around their classrooms, because honestly, they're probably there more than, you know, than the average. You know, they're probably there a very long time. Obviously, it's a very long day for them. So, and what I'm doing, you guys, is I'm just using fishing line for this, and I'm just tying this together. I'm just gonna tie a little knot, and then I'll probably do another knot just to be sure. And then wait, you guys can't see it yet, but wait till you see it. It's so cute. I didn't even do this at first, and I think it's coming out a lot cuter than before. But yes, the bling. Make sure you add the bling. The buttons, the letters, the letter thing is such a great idea. See, you guys, I tell you that you guys have great ideas. A lot of you don't even believe in yourselves, and that's not even right. Okay, so here we go. Now, dun, 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 just for the effect, you're gonna add their favorite pens too. By the way, if you've never tried the G2.07, I think that's what they're called. I can put a link below if you want. But those are the best pens. Rob and I live by them. He works outside a lot, and if he has to like write down that he was at a house or whatever, and like the time, he basically writes on his check. He can write on it upside down, and the pen will never stop running out of ink. It's great. It's great, you guys. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna put the sign in. Oops, just for the effect. And there is our, oops, there we go. There is our bling. How you guys like that? Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? I'm keeping this one for myself. I think I'm gonna put it on my desk. Because I really like the little cactus and the tassel. It's very Southwestern, like everything. Does everybody like that? So like I said, guys, the possibilities are endless with this particular craft. You don't have to do denim. You could use any strips of fabric, even Even if you don't have, if you can't even get a rug, you could just go to the store and rip up some regular fabric. And you can make this into anything that fits your decor. Get creative with any bling or jewelry or anything that you think you can put on here. Stick that gift card in there and a little cute little note. I just printed this one off my computer. I put it on cardstock and I cheated because I was in a hurry, but I taped it on the back. But you can do lots of other cute things. I'll be on making little reels with more ideas for more teacher gifts. If you guys don't care for this one, that's okay. I've got more. But anyway, this is our craft for tonight. If you have not sprinkled my page, please do so. I do try to give everybody opportunity to earn, I do give prizes like at the end of the week. I'm getting really good engagement and I'm getting seen more, so we're looking for some more followers, and that's what I'm doing right now. So if you sprinkle my page, tell your friends about me if they like to craft. Maybe they have a family member or an aunt or a sister or a cousin that like to craft. You guys, I want to inspire you, so that's what I'm here for. I'm going to show you the prize. It's going to be at the end of this week. I'll be giving this away on Friday. If you're not into these, that's okay too. Just message me and I can get you something different. But this is going to be our prize. This is our little gnome guy. And I'm going to mail him if you guys aren't local. But he's got little feet and a little, I might even make him cuter and like do him up a little bit because I kind of just bought him. But if you guys are interested, go ahead and sprinkle. Make sure you're telling me you're sprinkling my page so that I can put you in. I do a drawing toward the end of the week. So that's what we're going to do. So that is our prize. I hope you guys really like tonight's craft. Like I said, we're going to be doing other things, and this month we're going to be doing a lot of flowers because May, flowers, spring. It's still spring, you guys. So thank you for joining me. Thank you, Ginger. Ginger got her prize and she loves it. So you guys hit her up if you have any questions. She'll tell you. But yes, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I try to get on a little bit earlier, and I'll try to get on a little bit earlier if it's more convenient for you. Just let me know if you have any questions. And if you want the link to the pens that I live by, I'll give you the link for those too. All right, you guys have a good night. Thanks for joining me. Bye.